I don't know, like I didn't like it because it sounded weird. Then I started liking it because it sounded weird and I didn't like it. And so what Django would do is because of his limitations, and a lot of people ask me about this, and I kind of want to show a few of these because he had 2 fingers. Actually, he had 3, but we'll let everybody think he had 2 because it's more impressive, the folklore. So how's a guy play all those lines with 2 fingers? What you actually hear with all the speed, best picking hand of all time, the most soul of any French gypsy guitar player that ever lived, and any guitar player ever lived, in my opinion. He would do things. He had 4 fingers by the time he was fully developed, so he had to master the guitar twice, kind of like Pat Martino. So, except for Pat Martino lost his memory completely. Django burned. He did a side gig where he was making lanterns, and he knocked one over during the night, and his caravan went up in flames, and it burned like half his body. So it burned these fingers to where they were almost shut, but he could access the ring finger. So the dude's like a musician, and it's like, well, great, I can't use my hand anymore. You know, our favorite nightmare, right? Oh, where's my hand at? Who's calling me? Is Paul calling me? You guys want to answer that? That's actually a guy named Kevin. He plays for Jimmy Herring. You guys know Jimmy Herring? Mm-hmm. I think they're on their second show with John McLaughlin. So he plays bass. He's from Dothan, Alabama, like I am too. Like I don't know what we did wrong to get out of there, but here we are. So here's what it looks like when Django plays with 2 fingers. If you hear this on a record, you think it looks like that. What's actually happening is you're actually hearing that. You're actually hearing this. That's how he does it with 2 fingers. So you would see him do things, beautiful things. That's how he would do it. And it's forceful. But it's really beautiful music. So that's kind of what I'm into, you know. It's kind of strange. But you can play it over the blues, you can play it over rock. I played all that over metal because I quit metal. Every time I quit, I get into like a bigger band. I'm like, I'm not doing this shit anymore. And the next thing you know, it's like, hey man, you want to be in my band? I'm like, oh man, here we go again. That happened twice. So whenever it was time to go be in a metal band, instead of like abandoning what I was working on, I decided like, nobody's really played legit gypsy jazz over heavy metal. So this is great. I'm not going to have a good career, but at least I'll get respect. At least I'll get respect from like a good, how many people are here? 30 people? Well, half of you guys respect me, so let's call that like 15 at best. Anyways, so here's what Django does. It's called decoration. So the same thing we were talking about, 1, 3, 5. Right? Let's do a minor one, because minor is cool. Who wants to be happy in here? Nobody. Right? A regular arpeggio. So what he would do is he would take this. There's a minor chord. You just take the minor chord, break it down to the notes, and here's a little, we'll be technical and call it a formula. Note, passing tone a half step below, and then the note. So A flat, A. You do that with every note. It's just simple. Every chord. Here's a blues. Stuff, that's how he would do it with 1 finger, you know, and that's what it sounds like when he plays. So you're playing a chord with what they call decoration, so you're decorating it harmonically. So you can add every wrong note you want to as long as on the downbeat, I'm not kidding, man, as long as on the downbeat you play a chord tone, 1, 3, or 5. So maybe you guys learned something today, aside from like this dude from Alabama trying to talk about some French gypsy master guitar player. But let's see if I can. I'll do a couple of things. I'll play a couple of things for you real quick since I've been rambling. Thank you guys very much. And thank you guys, and while we're thanking people, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Peter. Oh, I guess time's up. So the Grim Reaper over here, you're done.